All right, we are going live. Let me grab my link, copy, and put it in my Google Classroom. YouTube URL. All right, that will be the link that I am live at, so that should post into my Google Classroom. And I'm going to send it out to all of my different classes. And post. Sorry I'm a bit late today. I had a meeting I had to be at. So I am here. There is nobody watching right now, which is fine. Let me switch back to those. Three assigned. Allow that to be visible. All right, I have a viewer. Whoever is watching, if you have any questions about the Code.org curriculum, I am here to answer. Any section at all, if you want to go back to a previous unit, if you want to go to an earlier lesson, or if you want to work on lesson 17, 18, 19, whatever you would like, let me know what questions you have. I'm not going over anything specifically today. I am just here to answer questions. I do want to open up lesson 19 for those who are ready for it. Again, I am just here to answer questions today. I'm not doing any specific lessons. So if there's anything you want to cover, if you have any questions, let me know. I might just start playing with this flyer game here just to be doing something. But my main goal today is to be answering any questions that you have. So if you have a question, make sure when you write in the live chat, you list what unit, what lesson, and what level your question is on. So for example, what I'm looking at right now is Unit 3, Lesson 18, and I might say Level 7 or Level 8. List that in the live chat and I will see it. There's about a 8 to 12 second, 10-ish seconds delay between what is in the chat and what I'm going to see and when I'll be responding. So when you answer your question, give me 10 to 12 seconds before I'll see it, and then I will be able to answer it, or hopefully help with whatever part of Code.org you are stuck on. I'm not seeing any questions right now. I do see I have 2 people who are watching. Hello, hello, and welcome. Make sure you're telling your classmates about this, that I'm doing this live stream every day to answer any questions we have about Code.org. Still no questions. If you just want to comment and say hey in the live chat, just let me know that you're here. I'm always curious to know who is watching. If you don't, that's fine too. You certainly don't have to. Well, while we're here, I'm going to go into level 16 here. Hey, Nuri! Glad to see that you're here. Do you have any questions on any part of code.org, earlier lessons that you're working on? I know before we went into break mode, you were trying to catch up on earlier lessons. So if you want to go over something on lesson, 12 or 13 or whatever, just let me know what it is you want to work on. I'm just going to play the game that I made for the time being, because this is what I get paid to do now, is play games. Uh-oh. Oh no, I lost my guy. See, if I don't want him going off the screen, maybe I could make something that stops that from happening. I'm still not seeing any questions in the live chat. Let me know if there's anything you specifically want to go over. Otherwise, I will just sit here and play this game that I made on code.org. Which is kind of fun, I guess. Let's see what I'm going to do here. All right, I want to make an invisible sprite. So let's make a rectangle, background sky blue. So I'm just going to make, let's do animation. Is there a way to capture sky blue specifically? Doesn't look like it. See, how could I do this? I could do a sprite.visible. I wonder if that, I'm not even sure if that's going to work. So it wouldn't matter what color it is. I could just make a new animation, rectangle tool, just make a rectangle. Doesn't really matter. Oops. All right, let's just call it barrier. I'm sure there's a better way to do this, but I am just kind of making whatever right now. So if I made a new sprite called barrier, and still not seeing any questions in my live stream. If there's any part of code.org you want me to review, earlier lesson, unit 3, lesson 12, lesson 13, just say in the chat, I'd like to go over unit 3, lesson 13, level 5. Whatever you would like to do. In the meantime, I'm just going to play around on code.org here while I'm waiting for questions to come in. All right, add at least one more aspect to your game. Right, so we're doing this. Set animation to barrier. How did I build this? Oh, whoops. Barrier. There we go. All right, so there's that box there. I wonder if there's a way to make it like a square, like around the whole thing, and just create one barrier. How would I do that? So the sprite's taking up the entire space. Yeah, it would just move out of the space. I don't want to do that. I could do this an easier way, actually. This seems overly complicated. Instead of this, I'm going to do a couple of if statements. If. Oh, no, that didn't work last time either. Right. Yeah, so we're going to have to do barriers. Okay. Barrier. So let's set the, and change the animation here to make this a little thinner. Is there a select tool here? Rectangle selection. So we're gonna take this. Nope. Okay. Yeah, I'm not super familiar with all of these tools here. Let's make a new one. Take this one and just trash it. I'm just going to make a real thin. There we go. That seems a little better. We're going to call that barrier. Crop the sprite to fit. There we go. All right, that's what I want. Cool. Go back to our code, see how this runs. Still have 2 viewers, no questions yet. So what I'm going to set up here is I'm going to set up this barrier to track around the edge of the screen and to act as a barrier so that the, so you see how the character here falls and then just keeps falling, right? So I want to stop that from happening. So we're going to need 4 barriers. I'm going to set up barrier 1. And I want to put this one on the bottom, so I'm going to rotate it. Sprite. I don't want rotation speed, I just want rotate. Of course it's not here. Great. Well, I'll put it along the sides for now. So let's move this so that it's along 400. So I'm going to make it, yeah, so we can kind of see it along the edge here, which is perfect. I want to start it up at 0. And then I'm going to have to multiply it. So let's get a scale going here. Barrier 1 dot scale. Could probably calculate this, but I'm just going to do some guess and check. 4. Let's try 8. Good. And we can slide this a little more over to the right. It looks like there's a couple pixels still sitting there on the screen. Just kind of finesse this. So I have 2 viewers and 1 like. Great. 1/2 of my viewers like this video, 50%. Cool. So now I have this barrier here along the right side that we can see. And I'm going to, inside of my code here, I'm going to use bounce off. So I'm going to do character, bounce off, barrier 1. And with this setup, now he doesn't go off the screen. That's pretty cool. Over here on the right side he's going to, so I'm going to make another barrier along the right. Just copy all this stuff, paste, name this one barrier 2. Actually, let's do right, left. I can't. Ha! So barrier left, and let's rename this one barrier right. Just to be more specific with our naming convention here. Barrier right, barrier left, barrier left. Oh, and I'm down to 1 viewer. I'm going to share this link out. That's going to show everybody all that. We want to stay on code.org on this one. So, If I do this, do I lose my, nope, okay, cool. So you guys are still looking at that, and I can use this. Oh, it's slowing down my computer too much. I'll have to worry about this later. All right, let's get back to our code. Alrighty. Barrier left, barrier left, barrier left. Character bounce off. Barrier right. Copy this and paste. Character bounce off, barrier left. Reset. Run the code. Oh, and I have to replace this into a new, let's try 0 first. 0 didn't quite work, so I want to be about maybe 15 off, so negative 15. There we go. All right, so as you can see, now we have these barriers, so the character stays on the screen on the left and right. Pretty cool stuff. Ooh, that's going to be a tricky one to get. Up. Come back down, come back down, come back down. All right, so it really shoots up there when I press the up arrow. So I'm going to change my velocity. I really don't like the maneuverability there. There it is. Let's do -3. All right, there we go. Oh yeah, awesome. See how I managed to avoid the red one and I got the golden one there? That was pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. Still waiting in the chat to see any questions. I'm not seeing any questions right now, so I might just kill this live stream and try again tomorrow. I'm going to do some more work. Tell you what I'll do. I'm going to do some more work now instead of just playing around here on code.org. I am going to do some work around contact and try to make sure that this link is getting out to people, because I'd like to see more than 1 or 2 students attending. So thank you for watching. That's going to be it for today. And I will be doing this live stream every day. I'm going to start a poll in the Google Classroom to try to get to try to see when a good time to live stream is. You know, we're not really bound to time constraints. I'm available a lot of time throughout the day. We're all kind of stuck at home here. So if later in the day is a better idea, then so be it. Yep, that's all for today.